Did Colby Covington go just a little bit too far? That's the question I want to ask. But another thing I wish to add, is that the worst thing Colby Covington has ever said?
Hell. Okay. No, I'm bringing you to 7th layer. Hell. We'll say what's up to your dad while we're there. Oh!
That is multiple layers of, like, traumatic flashback for Leon Edwards. Because what you gotta understand is I like Leon. Leon is one of the worst storytellers in UFC history. It's not just because of the way he speaks. No. He is so bad at articulating his life story. It really is. Like, bro lived an inspiring life. Like, up there with, like, Charles Oliveira level of character development. And bro just can't articulate it. So allow me to tell you why what Colby Covington said is pretty bad. So Leon Edwards, born in Jamaica. We all know that. He lived in just abject poverty. Like, horrific conditions he lived in. Zinc roof, like, terrible. When he's finally able to move over to Birmingham, he goes with his mom and dad. And I believe it was within a few months of him getting to this new place. So imagine thinking about this. You move from your home country out of abject poverty to Birmingham, England, in poverty. Like, he didn't go like, living arrangements, you just went from poverty to poverty. Birmingham, England. You're 14 years old. Right before your 15th birthday, your dad is murdered in a nightclub. Like, 14 is such a bad age for something that traumatic to happen because you're old enough to remember things, but you're also not old enough to, like, protect yourself from, like, the traumatic consequences of that. And I'm curious if he knew why. I'm wondering if he knew, like, his dad was involved with underground crime. Like, his dad was a gangster. Like, Leon Edwards is also a gangster. I know he doesn't sound like that, but Colby Covington should never walk into England a day in his life. And I don't think he will. But if he ever finds himself in the UK, Leon might put out a hit on him, or somebody might just, take up that bounty. But his dad is murdered right before his 15th birthday. And right after that, Leon, just coping with these emotions, starts turning to, like, petty theft, getting in the fights. Him and his brother are getting into, like the stepping stones of what their dad was into. Like, getting into, like, gang violence. And it was his mom. First off, Leon Edwards has one of the best moms I've ever seen. Because his mom sees this. And not wanting to see her sons die like their dad gets them involved in martial arts. Leon Edwards falls in love with martial arts. And he falls in love with it so much that he, like, leaves his old life and ways behind him. There is no more getting in trouble because that interferes with his training time. Him going to jail will cause him to miss training. That's why he got into MMA. And then that's how we start his career off. Like, and then for Colby Covington, when Leon Edwards is able to achieve his dream, beats Kamaru Usman, becomes champion, and then Colby Covington brings him back to that mental state from when his dad died. Because that is the first time that I'm aware of that any fighter or reporter has ever brought up his dad's death in that way. I mean, obviously no reporter's going to say that, but no other fighter has brought up his dad like that. And you can see the pause in Leon Edwards. Like, it wasn't him hearing that and, like, deciphering it. That was him, like, holy shit, you just said that. And that's, like, the emotions and the memories of the day his dad died going out. Colby Covington won the press conference. Now, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying Colby Covington should be punished for that, because at the end of the day, it's a press conference. They're going to fight each other anyways. In my mind, you can say whatever you want before the fight, but after the fight, I think, like, if Colby Covington somehow wins, and starts talking about Leon's dad, then I actually think that there's a problem and there's somebody that needs to step in, because that's too far to bring up after a fight. But before a fight, I'm gonna let you cook. I said this on another video I did, but after hearing this, I am advocating Colby Covington to get the biggest, strongest referee he can. Like this, I want him to get the same referee that ref the Alex Pereira versus Adesanya and Yuri fights. Like I want an early stoppage, man. Because if Leon Edwards hits you with that headshot dead KO, bro is gonna start laying down 12-6 elbow. Like he might get DQ'd for unnecessary violence, and Colby Covington will never be the same again. And I want 2 more fights out of him before we get a retirement if he loses. But that's going to be it for the video. If you enjoy this content, please consider a like, subscribe, hit the bell icon if you're already subscribed. Really helps me in the algorithm, and 89% of you are not subscribed. If you continue to watch my content and aren't subscribed, bro, I don't know what to tell you. Hit the subscribe button, bell icon, stay updated for when I post something new. Adios, guys.